What's going on, man? It's your girl TampaMystic, and we are broadcasting live on the industry's most wanted podcast. Listen, it's a cold day in the A, but that don't stop the grind. Listen, it's been a beautiful day for the ladies too. Shout out to my previous guest that came in. She came from Florida. Now I got somebody from the Atlanta area. She goes by the name of Destiny. Raion, what's going on?
What's good? Let's pop in. Hi.
She came in here looking she's so cute, y'all. Like,
Thank you.
She is so cute. She's a whole vibe. I'm loving it. Introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. Again, I'm Destiny Raion. I'm a very happy person. I really love to be respected. Respect comes mutual. I care about a lot of things, and good vibes and positivity comes from me all the time.
I love that. Like, one thing about me is I really feed off of people's energy. I talk about it all the time. So I just wanted to say, when you guys walk through the door, you lit up the room, your energy is radiating. So you did that. You got that great energy. I'm feeling it.
Thank you.
I'm loving it. I'm taking it all in.
That's what we always aim for. I want you to feel comfortable in my presence and always excited to come and meet me.
Absolutely. Definitely. Well, you did that. You made a great impression. Are you originally from the Atlanta area?
No, actually, I was born and raised in Erie, Pennsylvania. I actually just moved here, I would say, last year.
Okay. So let's talk about that. Let's take it back a little bit because I want people to understand your journey leading up to you coming out here to the Atlanta area. What was it like for you growing up in Erie?
Me growing up in Erie, it was kind of rough. Everybody do have the rough beginnings.
Yeah.
But I was always motivated by my mother because she's a single mom.
Yeah.
And she's very strong, and it's very important to have somebody like that as a woman too, growing up.
Yes.
And independency. I loved sports. I used to play sports.
Oh, okay.
Music was always my key no matter what. It was just part of me. I carried that with me forever. I will always carry it with me.
It's in your heart.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's your passion. So let's just key on the sports for a second. What sports did you play?
I played basketball,
Okay.
soccer, volleyball. I ran track. I did tennis.
I mean, what did you not do?
I don't even know. I just loved it. Sports, it took my mind off of a lot of things. I like to focus on things that keep you active and creative.
I think that is so dope. One thing that I think is so important, whether you a single parent or, got both parents, make sure you get your kids involved academically into something.
Right.
I had my son involved from elementary to middle to high school. He played sports, various ones through the whole journey. And, I think it really sets you up for later in life because it teaches you discipline. Mm-hmm. Teach you how to be a team player, teaches you how to be punctual, keeps you in shape.
It also gives you confidence, too.
Yeah, that too. There you go.
It keeps you stronger.
Right. Mentally, physically, spiritually, and potentially financially, too.
Yes.
All that.
For sure.
All that. So about what age did music really start becoming that passion for you?
Since forever I can remember, to be honest. Since I can hear my own voice, pretty much, and I started just singing everywhere I go. I just can't stop it. I'm stopping my urge from singing now.
Well, we're gonna make you do that. Don't worry about it. I got you. You can't come in here and tell me you can sing and you're not gonna sing.
Right?
We got this.
Okay. I got you.
So, who was a passion for, who was a motivation for you? Because, you had to have heard somebody else singing, whether it be someone close to you or maybe a celebrity. Who was it?
Someone close to me that's really influenced me to continue music and to do music would be my mother.
Okay.
Because she loves to cook and clean. And whenever she does that, she sing. And you know how you see your mom do things, you're like, oh, I know that song, I'm about to chime in and do it. But I do have some musical influencers such as I love Aaliyah. I adore her so much.
Yeah, rest in peace to her beautiful self.
Tiana Taylor, this girl Mariah the Scientist. I love all their voices. Adele.
Yeah.
Because she I would like to say she definitely inspired me. One, because I was insecure at the time about my voice because it was always deep.
Yeah.
So I had to learn to get used to it, and I had to learn that it was okay to be different.
Right.
And listening to her, it made me strive more and to keep singing and pushing myself.
Yes, absolutely. And that's the type of people that you want to, pay attention to or even look up to, the ones that are going to motivate you to keep going. Right. People that you may aspire to not necessarily be like them, but to have a similar journey or similar path as them. Yeah. Absolutely. So, no, go ahead. You go ahead.
I just wanted to point out that it helps you realize that it's okay to be different, that it's not always important to be the same, and you don't really need to care what other people think, because what they think might get you bigger in life of your own insecurity.
Well, she's taking you out of church today. Listen, you know, the goal is to figure out ways to stand out.
Yes.
And be different. We don't want to fit in.
Right.
You know, I like when people are a little weird or different, or, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like it brings a different vibe.
Yeah, I like belly buttons. I think they're cool. Like,
I've never heard that one before.
I have a belly button. I love bellies. Like, I like to just
play in people's belly buttons.
Yes, I think they're cool. They're weird.
Well, yeah, exactly. Because think about it, like they could become real deep. That's our lifeline per se.
Yeah.
You know, what do they have to do when you come out the womb? They got to cut the umbilical cord, which was attached to the belly button. So I can see how that could be a fetish. You know, that's our lifeline.
Yeah, I used to play with my belly button. I know how to. It's an any, so I used to turn it inside out. I still know how to do it. But
You got your belly button pierced?
No, not yet.
Not yet? Okay. I'm surprised. I thought you would have had that thing pierced by now.
Because I don't know.
It's on the way, y'all. It's on the way.
It's on the way.
You know, so when you first started really doing music, you know, where did the motivation come from? What were you actually singing about, talking about in your music?
Emotions.
Okay.
I'm very used to building myself up and hiding it. So once I actually got the opportunity, my older brother, he makes music also. Humble J, of course, I'm gonna announce I'm his biggest supporter. I
there
love
you
him
go.
so
You got
much.
to shout him out.
Yes, Humble J. Please check him out. But one day I went to the studio with him, and he's like, Destiny, just try it, see how you sound. My first time trying it, it wasn't downhill. And so the second time he encouraged me, I did it again, and it made me feel so good. Like, I didn't want to ever leave that spot. Like, letting your feelings out in an emotional way, and that way feels great. And you know you got the potential to do it the right way. Why not take it far?
Absolutely. It's like an emotional release. And one thing that we have to have is we have to have an outlet, especially as women, because we're emotional.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, men be thinking we're being like cranky, and no, we're just emotional because we're women.
Right.
Understand that, fellas.
Please. And music is the best way to understand. Like, if you feel like nobody's listening to you, whether you're listening to or making it, that's the one thing that really understands you 100%.
Absolutely.
If no one else does.
No, music is that universal language. It's like therapy.
Yes.
No matter,
you said it.
It's therapy. Yes. No matter what emotion you're going through, if you're happy, sad, somewhere in between, music is always that outlet. Mm-hmm. You drive listening to it. You clean listening to it.
Everything you do includes.
You know, everything that you do can include music. Absolutely. What was your favorite song, like someone else's song to sing when you were younger?
Oh, I can't name a number. I really don't have a favorite, but like
I just want you to sing it for me right now. That's why I'm asking.
Okay. It's a song called.
I gotta get my phone ready together too, cause I gotta get a little video of this.
Cause I was always like, you know, it was something I needed to get me through. It went like, I got a feeling, a good old feeling, everything is gonna be alright. Basically, it just reminded me that everything's going to be okay.
Yes, and we always have to remind ourselves of that.
Because I can't get out of my own head, and that is so hard.
Honey, I think that's just a female thing, because I overthink. Not so much anymore, because I had to get out of my own head. I overthink everything. Overthink.
Yes. It could be like, okay, is this cookie good? But this one got a purple one. Is it all right?
I would overthink everything. Exactly. But we can sabotage ourselves by doing that.
Yes.
We can hold ourselves back, and we start making stuff up in our mind that isn't really there.
Yeah, exactly. But I would like to say, for a little bit of advice, if you feel like you're unsure about anything, I will honestly say, give yourself to God or pray about it.
Yes.
You know, even if you feel like sometimes He's not listening, He really is listening.
Yeah, absolutely.
You just gotta give time and patience. I had to learn that the hard way. Patience is something that you really need.
No, absolutely. I agree, because God will see you through anything. Like, as you know, let go and let God. You have to really believe that.
Yes.
Because He will. And also, too, we're about to get off on a whole nother subject for a second. Like, I'm a believer in something. If something seems like it's bad that happens, sometimes that's God intervening. because he's got something bigger for you, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, you get that high anxiety in your spirit, or you get that gut feeling that's him either telling you something is good about to happen or something's bad about to happen.
And he's intervening and preventing something bad from happening to you.
Yes,
so don't question it. Just, trust the process, follow the journey.
But it's also okay to make mistakes.
We're human. We're human. We're gonna make mistakes.
Yeah, that's something waiting like something that's meant to be on purpose by accident. Basically.
Right.
That's what a mistake is.
So let's talk about your transition to Atlanta. I'm quite sure it's different than Erie, PA.
Is it?
Like the people, probably, the neighborhoods, everything is because my family's from Northern Ohio, so I'm very familiar with Pennsylvania. I remember going up there, and there was, back in the day, there was still like a lot of Amish people living up there and stuff. It was crazy, talk to us about the transition. What has it been like for you personally and business-wise?
Okay, personally, that was a big change, okay? I'm not used to being away from my family. So before they could come here, I went through a big depression because my grandma had died around the same time, and I was starting to actually be on my own. So it was just like I went through so much. I ended up cutting my hair off, and just like I started a new life.
Yeah.
And I would say I love that I really did it and took that risk, because I've always been afraid to take big risks. You scared to fall on your butt, but don't be afraid to fall on your butt.
No.
It's okay to hit a bump in the road, because it'll help you grow and understand more.
Yeah.
Business-wise, oh, my God, I love it here. I love it here. Everybody is so supportive, and they motivate you to be who you want to be. Like, I used to be so insecure about my voice because, like, I would pick and be like, oh, that makes me cringe. Oh, my God. But hearing other people's opinions that's so honest with you, and you're just like, okay, all I need to do is just smooth this out, and I'm great. And I got so far with the business. It's like, I was like, I just started music. Like, this is crazy. This is amazing. How many people are in the same world that you are
Absolutely.
in, and they will motivate you to do better than what you feel like you're doing. They help you realize that you are great. They help you stand out. They give you connection what they already have. And if you got it, you can share that too. I love the fact that simply everybody's supportive and loving, and that's what you want.
Absolutely. That's one thing I can say about Atlanta. I moved here back in 2013, is that the reason, and this is my opinion of why so many people are supportive, because that's what everybody else is trying to win here.
Right.
It's not a city. There's going to be haters no matter where you go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be lazy people no matter where you go.
Just don't pay them no mind.
No, they don't exist to us. But for the most part, within this music industry, everybody's really out here working. Yes. They're really grinding. So they're going to support what you got going on because they got similar goals.
Yes. And shout out to everybody that I have come across, including you, because I really appreciate the support. Not many people have it, And it's a deep world growing up in my generation, because there's so much depressing things, and we really don't have that many people to understand our mindset. So for y'all to see us and to continue to help us move in stride, I really appreciate that. And I want to say thank you worldwide to anybody that's helping our generation in general.
Absolutely. Listen, I agree, because it's very different. Like when I was in my high school years and 20s, social media didn't exist, right? It did not exist. And honestly, like, it's a bittersweet, because I utilize social media strictly for business. Like, I don't never post my family and stuff on there, just because, like, that's personal to me, right? I'm like, it's so much pressure on the younger generation now to look a certain way, be a certain way, be a certain amount of popular on social media. I'm like, man, I'm kind of glad I dodged that, because like, you want to be able to be yourself, but at the same time, it's almost like you have to step outside your comfort zone a lot to get people to pay attention to you. So we're going to talk about that a little bit more. As a female, and you're an attractive female in this business, what are some of the things that you've done to really keep yourself level-headed?
Be myself.
Just be yourself.
Nothing like that is also another reason why I became a singer, why I hope to be a celebrity in the future, to show the world that it's okay to be weird. It's okay to be you. So what? If you pick your nose, everybody else done it.
If you play with your belly button, that's what we do.
Like, come on now. Everybody's done what you have done.
Period. We're human.
Okay, yes. That's the key. We're human.
Well,
it's all right. You don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. Once people see you do it, they're gonna be like, ooh. You know what? Let me be
I'm
comfortable.
gonna pick my nose
Let me
too.
be myself. I don't want to be nobody else. You know, be you. That's all. Be you.
Unapologetically.
Unapologetically.
Period.
Yes.
And I love your attitude because, you know, some people will judge you based upon certain stuff you do, but they do it behind closed doors too.
Yep. And that's one thing why I have the mindset that I am, because once you put your feet in other people's shoes, you finally understand where they're coming from. There's always two sides to every story. It's never one.
Right. Absolutely.
Never. And judging I'm sorry.
No, you good. Okay. You keep going,
judging
baby.
Somebody is like why do you even care what other people think? It shouldn't matter. Look at yourself before you look at somebody else.
That's right.
That's all.
She's got so much wisdom. Like, for real.
Well, I've learned a lot. I had to grow up sooner or later. So
since you've been in Atlanta, what are some of the things that you've been doing and focusing on? Have you been getting out doing any shows? You know, I know you're here with me today, and I appreciate that. What are some of the things you're focusing on?
Well, I am actually focusing on making more music.
Okay.
I haven't done any shows yet.
Okay.
But that's going to definitely come along.
Because it's kind of been scarce.
Last night. Okay, but yeah, last night, oh my God, I had the best studio session.
Talk to us. Tell us about it.
Life. I got 3 bangers coming out for y'all. I'm excited for y'all to hear. One of my songs is very emotional.
Who did you record with and where at?
I recorded with this guy named Otto Williams at, Otto Williams. I'm sorry. Otto Willis. I'm sorry.
What's up, Otto? We're just gonna say
he's really cool. He's dope. Working with him was really cool and dope, especially because some stuff I act like I couldn't get, but you know how the studio get when you get dumb nervous because I got bad.
Listen, I already know you lock up. Where did you guys record it?
Loud House Studio.
Okay, dope. Big shout out to Loud House.
That place, heck yeah, everybody nice. Everybody's fun to be around. Like, you want to be there,
right? And that's the type of vibe that you want, especially when you're recording, because it's already a little nerve wracking because. Yes. You know, you have to remember, you know, exactly how you want to deliver your music, the words, if it's not on your phone. Like, it's already like, you know, pressure. So you want to make sure you're around some good energy, good vibes.
They care. They take their time with you. They really listen. They honest. They respectful. They fun. It's like a breath of fresh air.
All engineers need to be that way. There's a lot of engineers, and I don't care who don't like, because I'm very transparent, but a lot of y'all just be rushing these artists through the sessions. You don't give them any kind of feedback. You just want to press record. Like,
take her notes, because if you want more business, you gotta listen. Just listen to this.
Yeah, for real. That's dope. So you were able to record 3 songs last night?
Yes.
So you don't be playing.
No, I told you, as soon as I go in there, I want to attack, because it's like you see something new every day.
Yeah.
You have new feelings every day.
Absolutely.
Every day something happens, you want to tell somebody, but you don't know how to put it in a sentence or not be annoying when you talk about it. So putting it in your own songs, and the fact that you can make so many songs and there's no limit to it is great. Absolutely.
And whatever emotion you're feeling at that moment, it's going to be different tomorrow. Yep. So you want to capture it right then and there. Yep. So get that studio time. You know, at some point you may even get a little setup in your house where you can record right then and there, and then you can send it out for mixing and mastering.
That's what I'm aiming to do. Actually, I'm aiming to go buy me an acoustic guitar, learn how to play it, so I can just write music to myself.
That's gonna be
more covers for everybody, putting it out there. You know.
That's dope. I love that. I love live instrumentation. I love, you know, hearing that. In fact, that's how I kind of really started when I was hosting at a venue in Tampa. We had a live reggae band that used to play, and I just used to, it was a whole vibe to me. So definitely make that happen.
Make music? You know how to sing?
No.
Oh,
I'll scare y'all away. Keep it all the way, G. But I love music, though, you know. So also, too, what about, have you just been putting singles out, or have you put together a project at this point?
Well, I got 2 projects out right now. Happy Endings and Different. Make sure you go check me out on Spotify, y'all.
Yes.
And actually, I do got a surprise for everybody. I do have a project coming out.
Okay.
It's called Emotions, and it will drop February 14th. So make sure y'all go check that out too when it drops.
You said it's a whole project?
It's an EP.
Oh, it's an EP. Okay. Yeah. So like 4 or 5 songs?
4 songs, yeah.
4 songs. I love that. Less is more. You know, I'm a big fan of EPs. People be putting albums out and they put like 12, 13, 15 songs. I'm like, that's a little too much. We are in a fast era. You got to think about the era that we're in, everybody wants faster. They want the fastest phones, fastest computers, fastest internet. They drive the fastest cars. So it ain't no different than your music. They want to get through it as fast as they can. That's just what it is. So, you know, you try to draw it out to 40 minutes, people aren't going to listen to that. Give them a quick, 15 minutes and boom, be out of there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you mentioned that, because that's part of why I make my songs short, because like it makes people want to strive to hear more. When they play one of my songs, they're like, oh my gosh, why ain't this 3 minutes instead?
Yes.
You know, they want to click to the other ones. They want to listen to you.
Yes.
Just don't do too much.
Right, exactly. Some people be doing way too much. Do you write all your music before you get to the studio?
No.
You just get there and catch a vibe?
There's a few songs that I might write, yes. But then once I listen to that beat, I'm going to take my time on that song and sing whatever comes to mind.
I love it.
Because I like to feel the beat. You know, I want the song to be what I feel.
It's organic.
Yes.
Very organic. And it's like, no disrespect to the writers, because some of y'all are great writers, but I just think getting in the studio and catching the vibe right there at the moment, because whatever you lay down and record right then and there, if you go back next week and try to record that same song, it's going to sound different.
Yeah, it's not going to be the same.
You can't duplicate it.
Right.
Because your whole energy and your vibe's going to be different.
Right.
So you got to put it out right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
So the song that we're going to check out today, is there going to be a visual in the works for it?
Are we going to be? Yeah, definitely.
Y'all definitely got to get that video popping.
I can't wait for that. I really can't wait for that.
So you guys are going to the DJ Summit today?
Yeah. We went yesterday. Oh my God, it was fun. It was amazing.
Talk to us about the
loved
vibe.
everybody that I met. They make you feel so comfortable. And then the fact that I actually did, the DJ played a song for me. Shout out to her, DJ Dom.
Okay.
And she was great. She was
That's
really great.
dope.
I'll just say that. Everybody that I met was very great. Shout out to all of y'all, all the DJs. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Y'all very inspirational, especially when sometimes people don't recognize them.
Right.
Y'all need to be recognized. Y'all need to be out there, because some of y'all really got great gifts that the world need to see.
And this is what you have to do now. Now that you met all these DJs, you met them. That's the initial part. The next step is for you guys and your team, make sure you follow up and follow through. A lot of people go to events and they meet all these great connections, and then that's it.
Right.
You got to make sure you follow up and follow through. Make sure they remember who you are.
Right.
You know, if you follow them on Instagram, engage with them.
I definitely. And I got y'all dings on when y'all post. I'm going to be right up there loving every single thing y'all do, because I appreciate you guys so much.
Who would be a dream collab for you?
I got a lot of people today. But
she got so excited.
I love freaking music. Oh my goodness. First off, I was just in the car talking about how I wanted a dream collab with Ty Dolla $ign.
Okay.
It would be freaking.
So Ty, come on now, brother.
Please, Kalani, Adele.
I hope you throw her up in there somewhere.
But yes, her.
She's my fave.
It would be my dream collab with her too, for sure. Especially because I feel like me and her are kind of like the same person in a way. And I wouldn't mind getting to know her and getting to meet her and inspiring her mind and her brain the way she thinks.
Absolutely. And then we're going to play with her belly button.
Okay. Oh, man. Let the bellies again.
That's going to be fun for me for the rest of the day.
Oh, girl. But there's a lot of people that I would love to collab with, but I can't just think of them right now because I got so much going
But you
on.
named some great ones, though. Yes. Absolutely. What about, like, sharing the stage with somebody? And it could be, you might want to share the stage with somebody totally different than you want to do a song with. Like, who would you like to catch a vibe with and perform with?
Did you stand on the stage?
Like, get up there and perform with them. Who would that be?
Jay-Z.
Okay.
Oh, my God, Jay-Z. him or Rick Ross.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Rick Ross, too.
Be, like, I love them both.
Yeah.
Listening
They're
to
both
them.
bosses.
Yes. I'm a boss.
The biggest boss.
Yes. So them two, they inspire me so much. Inspired works. I just love them.
Yeah.
As people, men in general, they're a good eyes view in my eye.
Absolutely. People like that, definitely, they're moguls. They've done exactly, and they're still doing what we aspire to do, and that's be successful in this music business.
And Rihanna.
Oh yeah, she's amazing too.
I definitely would love to share stage with her one day.
Yes, yes. Like we're claiming all this. We're throwing it out into the universe and we're claiming it, right?
Yep.
All this is going to happen. So let's talk about 2022. We're still early in the year. It's January. You haven't been in Atlanta too long. You probably only really experienced COVID here, right?
Yes.
So you haven't really got to experience full real deal Atlanta yet, because there is stuff going on, but not like it was pre-COVID.
Yeah,
you know,
like ever since I've been here, I've been locked in my room or at work or possibly at the studio.
Yeah, because like, and now it's just crazy out there. Y'all got to be safe, got to be mindful.
Yes.
But with that being said, let's talk a little bit about, and I'll give you an example of what I mean. A lot of people, shout out to Jay Fresh on the check-in, that's our best engineer right here. You know what I'm saying? He's our chief engineer. A lot of people incorporated things into their lifestyle business-wise because of the pandemic. And I'll give you an example. Like Jay Fresh and myself, we both started doing like a lot of live streaming. Because people, they're stuck at home, so they tune in and watch the live streams. What's something that you incorporated into your, lifestyle because of the pandemic that you're going to continue to do?
Actually, I became more of knowing myself.
Okay.
How about that? I'm going to mention that. I did become more of a social media person because I'm not really social, but instead of, like, I don't really know how to approach people. So most people wouldn't know me from social media. So yes, I did the live. I have started going live a little bit more on Instagram and stuff like that. I did start discovering new platforms, new music, things that anybody else would do regularly.
Right. Utilizing the resources that you have.
Yeah.
More so.
Yep.
And I think that's a lot of people did that, because a lot of people I asked that question to, they're doing exactly that. They had the resources, they just weren't really utilizing them as they should. And then, a piece of advice that I always give artists: if you're going somewhere, especially if you're performing, don't wait until you hit the stage to introduce yourself.
Right.
Make sure you work the crowd and introduce yourself to everybody you can, That way, when they get on the stage, they'll be like, oh, yeah, she came up and introduced herself. She was cool, man. You have a better chance of them remembering you and paying attention to your performance because you actually engaged with them before you jumped on that stage.
Right.
Work them rooms, even though sometimes I'm an introvert, but it's like we have to force ourselves to get out there and socialize.
Yes, for sure. Make sure you put yourself out there to get noticed. And I feel like I should take my own advice, too, sometimes.
I know we be preaching about stuff and then we don't do it.
Well, yeah,
we're human. That's just, it sounds good to tell someone else.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes, though, it just be complicated when you got situations going on behind closed doors and you want to deal with that, too.
Understood.
So social media, you just like, I'm going to focus on this. That's why I say I need to focus on myself, because before, like, once I started all this, one day I had a photo shoot and I'm like, dang, what do I like?
Right.
But I realized I do got a lot of taste to everything. Like, I like wearing baggy clothes. You'll never not see me with something that's not baggy.
And it looks good on you.
A little girly.
Yeah.
But, it's just like discovering yourself is a new chapter in a book to where you can be successful in life.
And guess what? Doing something that's so natural for you but maybe different than everybody else, again, that's how people are going to remember you. That's how people set trends. By doing something different and doing it, not being afraid. Like you said earlier, we all are human. We all do the same things. Right. Some people want to look at you like you crazy because you do certain things. Like, bro, you do the same thing when you at home. Stop lying.
Like, for real. like people be like, oh, I saw her gig out of wedgie. So you mean to tell me you didn't do that?
Right. Just pick it unapologetically. Get in that thing and pull it out.
Just do it. Just do it. Like, if you listening to this, go for it. Whatever you questioning, go for it. Whatever you want to do it.
Right.
But make sure if you picking your nose, make sure you got a tissue to wash your hands off.
Right. Don't be flinging it and wiping it on your clothes and all that stuff. Yeah. Then that becomes nasty.
I don't do that. I don't do all that kind of stuff. No. I don't do all that.
What are some of the things you want to focus on this year?
Patience and building my career and the people that I bring around me and how to be a better inspiration, confidence. There's so much things I can go on and on. Getting closer to God, like, that's one thing that I definitely choose to focus on, getting closer to myself, getting closer to God, because I lost myself so many times because of the fact that caring for other people and not realizing that once you put yourself first, you will be able to take care of whoever you want to take care of.
Right.
My family is everything to me. That's all I have.
Yeah.
Friends, like, I don't have that many friends.
Right.
So whatever I'm doing it for them. My mom, my 10 other siblings, all them.
Yeah.
That's all I love. I want them to look at me as like, okay, Destiny always positive, inspiration. She wants to be somebody in life. I want to do that too. I want to be somebody. I don't want to be a shadow. I want to stand out like her. You know, I want to be an example. I want the world to change for a better place. Money is not everything. If I come up with money, I want to give. That's all I want to do is give. Turn it and flip it into something big. Invest into churches, maybe community, anything that anybody desire. Like my friends, some of them got clothing lines. They all like one day I'm like, I'll purchase all your stuff.
Absolutely.
If I can. I do all that. I want to be a supportive friend.
Absolutely.
So it can pass it on.
I love that. You know, some people think because, you know, they like your picture, man, I supported you. It's bigger than that, especially if somebody has a small business. Support their small business
and purchase it. The freaking what you call it price.
Right.
Don't ask for no discount. That's not supporting it. That's not supporting it.
Facts. Listen, absolutely. You know, and it's like if they offer it to you, that's one thing, but don't ask.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I love her attitude. Have you connected with any other artists since you've been out here? That you've done any work with?
Oh no, not yet. No, the only artist was my brother, but like it was a test run.
Yeah.
But I haven't done any collabs just yet, just because I'm too new into it, and I want to get used to everything first by doing my own projects and stuff myself.
Right.
But if there's somebody that I do want to do a collab with, I wouldn't mind asking them.
Who you got with you today?
This is my CEO, my favorite person, one of my favorite people in the world, Harlem, Julian, my boy.
How did you guys connect?
Well, I was on live stream one day with our DJ, our producer, DJ TNT.
Okay.
And I was on the live, like, ooh, let's do a roast session. Ooh, let's do a talent show. And one day he just checked out my page and sent me to Julian. And from there on, he DM'd me. And after that, we just clicked. And ever since then, we feel like family whenever we're around each other.
That's so dope. You have to keep people around you that really believe in you.
Yeah.
Because real is rare. And not just in this business, but in life.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a lot of people along your journey that you're going to have to cut out. And I tell a lot of people, it's not even personal, it's business.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it is personal.
It is.
But a lot of times within this music business, you just have to make those good business decisions that has to make sense for you.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't feel bad about it. If they aren't for you, bye.
Yes. I mean, it does hurt to keep letting people go, because like I'm a very caring person.
Right.
So I don't want to see, I don't care who you are. I don't want to see you sad around me. I'm going to ask you, are you okay?
Right.
What did I do wrong?
Yeah.
But I'm not going to sit there and let you punk me, or sit there and be like, or let you step over me like I'm just anybody. No. I'm going to show you that I care. But once you show me one time that you don't care or that you don't want to be bothered, I'm going to let you go.
Listen,
I'm not going to hesitate.
Yes, there's no more second and third chances. You know, once someone disrespects you, waste your time, whatever, you got to cut it right there, because, you know, one time, shame on them. 2 times, shame on you.
Yes,
you know
better. You seen it coming the first time. If they played you the fool the first time, they're going to play you again.
Nah, for
they
real.
Actually look at you a fool just for coming back again. Playing you as the same fool.
And some people will try to see the best. And like us as women, we're nurturing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, oh, it's okay. No, it's not okay. You knew what you was doing.
Yes.
It's not okay.
Nah. If it hurts you, it hurts you, okay? Don't be scared to say, I don't like that. You correct them in how they make you feel, because they would do it to you.
That's
they
right.
Don't care.
Period.
You keep moving forward in life. You might gonna meet. Listen, there's 7 billion people in this world. Past 7 billion people.
Yes.
You gonna meet the same person, just as a different maybe face.
That's right. Absolutely. But they got the same demeanor about them.
Yes.
Because I'm gonna get deep for a second. Some of y'all might think I'm crazy, but we were all each other in our past lives.
You know, I thought I was tripping when I thought about that for a second.
I was you and you were me, and, and we were him. And
don't you think about it? Because we all experienced the same thing that happened in our life.
That's what deja vu is, you know, like we were all, and each time we come back, we know more and more and more and more, you know, excuse me. We were, so that's a whole nother conversation. So it's like,
It's okay. It's okay.
We about to get real deep over here. I got alarms. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. If I don't set alarms for myself, I be forgetting to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? My brain be so many places. So we're gonna get into this record. Before we do that, though, I need you to do 3 things for me.
Yes, ma'am.
1, tell everybody where they can follow you, keep up with you on all your social media.
You can follow me and keep up with me at Destiny Raion. DESTINYRAION. That's for every platform that I have.
Everywhere. Okay. Second thing I need you to do, I think it's always important for us to show love and pay homage, give our flowers to people now. Who do you want to shout out to?
I just want to personally, because I don't want anybody to feel left out. I want to shout out to everybody that I have encountered in my lifetime. Yes. In general, whether we just met or anything. Hi, thank you. You're so sweet. Keep doing what you're doing. I really appreciate you, because there's not many people in the world that have as much of a good heart that you have. So please continue to strive and do what you're doing now. Thank you so much.
I just love her energy.
Thank you.
You're a whole vibe.
Thank you.
So if we look up vibe in the dictionary, her picture is going to be next to it.
Hey. Don't touch me.
Last but not least, we are live on the industry's most wanted podcast. So I have to know, what makes Destiny Raion the industry's most wanted? Whew.
1, because I'm unique. I'm different. Simple as that.
Period.
When I come, I'm going to bring something new to the table all the time. 1, because I think outside the box. I don't want to be it's not that I don't want to copy anybody's style, because sometimes we like what everybody else like too. Yes. But I want to stand out,
Yeah.
Like you said, when you come around me, boom.
It's a whole vibe.
Beautiful. It's beauty.
It is.
Positivity. Something inspirational. Everybody looking for it. Something different that somebody's thinking about.
Listen, I wish you nothing but success. You have
Thank you.
Beautiful energy, a beautiful vibe. You're in a great city, and the biggest piece of advice that I could give you from someone who's been in Atlanta since 2013 as a woman in this business is just, really be mindful of who you deal with, because there's a lot of people who will say they're for you and they're not for you.
Right.
So do your homework, do your due diligence per se. And just really, network, get to know people and get to be around the right people, because there's artists every day coming out of Atlanta, so you got this already unlocked. You already know. You just got to figure out ways to be different. And that's what you're already doing. Just be yourself unapologetically, period.
Period.
Anything else before we check out this record that you want to let everyone know about?
No, just that I'm excited for these 3 projects that are coming out, and more for everybody to listen to my music and building the supporters that I'm building.
Absolutely.
And I also want to say thank you for giving me the time.
Of course. It was my pleasure.
It was so really nice meeting you. You really are a great person. I really love you already.
I love you too. The energy is a whole vibe. And I'm going to keep you updated too, because, once this corona starts coming down, we're going to get back to doing more and more events and stuff. I'll make sure I keep you in the loop, because when I moved to Atlanta, one thing that I seen that the Atlanta scene was lacking is support for R&B singers. Mm-hmm. I used to do an R&B showcase every single month. And it was dope because, if you're a singer and you pull up to a regular showcase and you got nothing but rappers all night, and then you jump on stage to sing, it's like the element, it's just different.
I understand exactly where you coming from, because there's music that's more fast paced, but R&B is more of a soft,
it's a vibe. Yeah.
Like when you drinking or something, and you driving in the car, you just feeling it, or you finna cry, you oh, this song came on, right? They feeling it. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
Chill, lay back in.
Definitely. So we about to get into this record. Go ahead and introduce it for us.
It's called Different. This song is really, to me, it's personally about how somebody changed their feelings about me. Why would you do that to somebody out of blue? But I understand we all human. And it was a past relationship. We all got past history going on. That was a song that I worked on a while ago and finally brought it to life.
There you go. Here we go. Stay tuned.
Industry's most wanted.
You've been acting different. Why you gotta be that way? I wanted all your attention. All you do is turn away. If only you knew what I do to be laying next to you one more time. body.